Hey, WUG planning team. This is a quick update of where we are in our efforts to prepare for the World University Games. We had a great meeting on Monday. The meeting notes from that session have been saved in the notebook of our SharePoint site. So if you were not able to attend, please make sure you check that out. We want to make sure that we're keeping our motivation high and our efforts focused to move forward. We've got lots to accomplish, but we've also made a lot of really great progress over the last week. Some of those highlights are we've got our student survey out. It's active and it is collecting responses every minute. Last I checked, we had 252, but I'm sure that number has gone up. The students that are responding to this survey are indicating whether or not they are intending to move their belongings home or will want Paul Smiths to do that, and also what their plans are for break, whether or not they're planning to stay on campus. Lou and his team deserve huge kudos for the work they're doing to support this. Their next effort is going to be going door to door, checking in on the students who have yet to respond. Right now, we're sitting at about 50-50 in terms of the students who wish to have their belongings stored on campus, and around 40 students indicating a desire to live on campus during the break. Other great progress, Andrew was able to meet with Mike Ryan, who is the head of security for WUG. I will have Andrew give an update on that meeting at our next session on Monday. But it was really good news in terms of the accessibility to campus for faculty, staff, and students. We've also narrowed down a timeline, which has been posted in the SharePoint site in terms of the dates and deadlines for flipping over the rooms and the work that needs to be done. This has informed Callie to create some milestones, which I will review in a second. But this is a really good high-level view of exactly what the efforts need to be during which times in preparation for the games. ClickUp is operational, and we've got lots of great information in there. If you haven't logged into ClickUp, please do so. And project leads, make sure that you're working to get your information posted. The other great highlight, Maureen has already taken efforts to pull some people together and start planning for our WUG workforce event. This will be our way of communicating to our faculty, staff, and students all of the different opportunities that will be available to them during the games, both on our campus and off. Just wanted to send a little reminder, though, to continue to prioritize communication and engagement. This is a top priority, and we want to make sure that we're addressing some of the incomplete tasks that still exist in ClickUp. And it's important that everybody is checking out the SharePoint site and keeping up to date on the information that's being posted in there. So project leads, please make sure that you get in, take a look at your section and update your tasks. Everyone review the SharePoint site and reach out to the project leads if you have questions or you see an opportunity for collaboration. The milestones that we've developed are as follows. Phase 1 is where we currently are. This is our main project planning phase. This is where we're finalizing all of the major logistics, setting goals, objectives, tasks. And this phase will end on December 9th when the last day of exams takes place. At that point, we'll transition into phase 2, which is our immediate preparation for WUG. This is December 10th through January 7th. This is where we'll be flipping the dorms and finalizing our programming and preparing our campus to become the Athletes Village. Then we'll move into phase 3. This is really when WUG is in progress. So keys get turned over to the LP23 team on January 7th, and they will have a couple days to set up and stage their rooms. The athletes arrive on our campus on January 11th, and they are here until January 22nd. This is really where the customer experience needs to happen. This is where we will be showing our athletes how wonderful Paul Smiths is, and maybe encourage some of them to transfer or do some semesters at Paul Smiths. We also want to make sure that we're demonstrating ourselves to both the state and the regional organizations as a leader in the area of sport and education. Phase 4 will take place once the WUG athletes leave our campus on the 22nd. This phase is really focused on getting everything ready for our students to return for spring semester. So January 23rd through February 2nd will be the period to flip our dorms back for student occupancy. We also want to make sure that we're using this time to celebrate everything that happened during the WUG game. So I think this will be a period where we want to get communications and press releases and anything out to the campus community so that they know just what a great experience it was for us to be part of the World University Games. The last thing that I want to draw your attention to is a video that I'll have Callie post in our SharePoint site. This video shares a little bit of information on a great meeting that took place at the VIC last Friday with representatives from United States Biathlon. As you know, we have been partnering with both United States Biathlon and USA Nordic for the last 3 years. These partnerships are unique, and I think that this really demonstrates what our overarching goal is for being part of the World University Games. PSC wants to be seen as a leader in sport and education. There is very few options for athletes that are competing at this level in terms of pursuing higher education. And so during this meeting, we had 2 of our biathletes who came and joined us. And their story is that without Paul Smith and our Nordic team, they would have had to make a decision to either quit biathlon or pursue education. And at Paul Smith, they can do both. So I wanted to share this video and I want people to watch it because I think that it should remind you really of why we're doing this and the kinds of things we hope to come from being a partner in the World University Games. And we will meet again next Monday. And at Monday's meeting on October 3rd, we will actually have Gary Moy and Ashley Porter joining us from the LP23 team. They'll be on the call for the first half hour of our meeting. So if you have any questions for the LP23 people, especially project leads, make sure that you plan ahead. And if there's anything that we need to communicate about in preparation for that meeting, please reach out. Thanks for everything you guys are doing and enjoy the rest of your week.